rockers. Let's start off with a couple of these right there. Send out the love. Jamming on my Martin acoustic. This is the Martin X series acoustic that I picked up right around Christmas time. And I used to have a Martin 12 string. It was just the most beautiful sounding guitar, and I had gotten rid of it. I really hated to. It tore me apart, and I just figured, I really loved that guitar and the sound that it gave, and I just had to have that Martin sound. And I liked the cutaway. The last one I had was it was a natural wood finish, and if you look at this one, you can see the cutaway right here. The last one did not have the cutaway. It was just like this all the way around without the cutaway. But having the cutaway, it just allows better access to the lower frets, or the higher frets, I should say. So, if any of you saw my last Facebook post, I said that I was going to put out a new video very soon and continue from where we left off with this guy. The Berkeley Wind mandolin upgrade. Let's bring you closer in so you can see me. There we go. That's a little better. Gonna hang this back up on the wall so it doesn't get knocked over. Okay, so where we were the last time. Well, we were trying to fit the tuners on the headstock here, and just wasn't working too well. And we're trying to clean up some of this stuff, all these little fills. Haven't done anything like anything to that. And the tailpiece, wanted to see if that would fit, but I'm not sure. The jack that was here, I took off. It was just a little thing that I had on there. If you remember, it was this piece right here, and I had it in there just like that to see how it would look, and to maybe see what I would actually have to do to get it to fit. And it will fit, but only up to a certain point. The bottom of this, if you can see, has a little lip on the bottom that will only go right up against the side here. It won't go all the way in because this hole is just too small. So we're going to have to ream that out a little bit, and that'll be relatively easy. just going to have to be very careful. So the tuners, the ones that I had before just were not going to work. No matter what I tried, they were not lining up properly. So I had to research ones that would fit. And that was back in February, if you remember. That's when we left off. And I looked and I looked and I looked, searched and searched, and I had to go all the way to China, all the way to Hong Kong, China. Yeah. Why would I want to order something from there? Yeah. Well, at that time, everything was just fine. And it took almost 2 months in order to receive this package, this item. And it came, finally received it in the U.S. mail probably last week, maybe the week before last. So we're talking about the first or second week of this month, March. Came in this package right here. Came in this package just like that. And yep, this came from Hong Kong, China. You know, I don't like ordering things from overseas. It takes a long time. One of the luthiers that I watch on YouTube, he refers to it as snail mail. Because, like a snail, very, very slow. Especially when you order things from overseas. You know, they have to pack it up, and whatever channels that they have to go through just to get it to ship out to a carrier facility, and then they receive it, and then from there it takes forever to get it to ship out onto a plane or a boat or whatever, just to get it to get to U.S. Customs. And from the time you actually order the item and it gets to Customs, you're kind of left up in the air like, where is it? Did it get lost? Was I taken for, oh my God, they stole from me. It takes a long time. This is not the first time that I've ordered something from overseas. There was another item that I had ordered a while back, and I was just, you know, like up in the air, like, where is this? What happened to it? When am I going to receive this? I think one time I ended up just canceling the order. It was taking so long, and it was just a piece of paper, a poster. I said, forget it. You know, Amazon, they helped out a lot, refunded my money, and that was it. But this is the item that I ordered. Right here. And it came via U.S. mail. So it was able to fit in the mailbox. And when I got them, I was like, ooh, yeah, it's gonna work, yeah, woo. So I I took it out of the package, and see, it even comes with the top grommets that hold everything in place. Even the screws to hold the tuners on the back. See, and here they are. Here they are. So this is what it'll look like on the back. You can see that. And on the front, that's what it'll look like. Hope that's coming in pretty good. If any of you are wondering what's that noise in the background, well, we're having a little storm here. So please don't mind the thunder, and if you see little flashes of light in the background, that's just the storm happening here in the Northwest Chicagoland area. I'd rather have rain than the white stuff. So let's see. Here's our box of goodies here. This is our pickup that we're using. Actually, that is not the pickup. Oops. Okay. This is not the pickup that we're using. This is the pick guard. We're going to use the pick guard of this. Okay. The pick guard is what we're using, not the pickup. This is what came from Hong Kong, China as well, and it took a very long time to get here. That's why I don't like ordering from overseas. If I can help it, or if I just don't realize that, hey, this is coming from overseas, sometimes it can be hard to tell. Other times you just have to read between the lines. If the seller, look at who the seller is. If it is a name you can pronounce that sounds like American English, then it's probably coming from within the United States. If it's something like Yen Jen or Hong Fu, something like that, then it's probably going to be coming from overseas. And just if you can pass the item, pass it on by for something that's going to be local, within the country. But sometimes it's, sometimes you just can't help it. Oh, let's see, what else is in our box of goodies here? Ziploc bags. Can always use those. Oh yeah, our tail piece. Tail piece. I'm pretty sure this is the one we're using. That's, this is going to turn out really, really nice. Let's see. Oops. And orange drop capacitor. That's one of the best ones to use right now. It's, I just don't like using factory stuff, Here's a bunch of gold screws, extras, and just in case. Oh yes, here is the nut, brand new Tusk nut. It's gonna make it, sound a whole lot better. Some Earthwood mandolin strings by Ernie Ball, 10 through 36. Remember, this was the old electronics that came out of the mandolin. We're gonna put on the a brand new bridge. That's gonna probably be the difficult part, at the very end, is trying to get that intonated and set in the right position. These pots here, I'm not sure that these are going to work or if they're going to fit, but we'll see. I might have to get smaller ones because these are a little bit large, so I might have to make it a little smaller so they can fit in the F-holes. Let's see. Here's another tailpiece. Not really sure. I think this is maybe the one that I decided on. Yeah, I think this is the one that I decided on. And it's really nice because it doesn't just slide off. It flips up. So you have easy access, and it's not going to just slide off, and lose it. I think this is going to be the one, and it'll be a nice fit, I think. Let's see. Here's there's the holes right here. So when we go to put it on, it'll be just like that. Yeah, it'll be just like that. So we may have to re-drill these holes down here, and I think that there's a plug for here too, so we may have to drill that out. Have not decided on that yet. Don't know if this came with a pin. Yes, it did. It did come with a pin. So yeah. So we'll probably have to wind up drilling that out and then maybe even filling in those holes. I maybe just leave the old holes there because they're not even going to be seen. But yeah, I think this is the tailpiece that I decided on. So you might be wondering, okay, yeah, you've shown this all to us before. Let's get on with the work. You know, what work are we going to be doing tonight? Well, as right now, it is about 20 minutes to 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Why are you up at this hour? Oh, it's late. Why aren't you in bed? I've been up since 7:30 this morning. I just woke up. I was kind of hungry and decided, well, I might as well just start my day and, get everything taken care of. Got myself, made myself some eggs, coffee, cleaned up, went to the bank, got some money, went to get the gas in the truck, and then went grocery shopping. So, let's see, all in all, from 7:30 till, well, actually I left the house at maybe 9:30, maybe 9:45, and then I got home around 12:30. So I got a lot done, and plus made dinner for me and Terry. Turned out pretty good. We had spaghetti and Italian sausage with garlic bread. And I knew that I had to, continue the work on this, otherwise it would just never get done. So now is the perfect time, and here's the pickup that we're using. So, not going to do all the work. I figured the work that I could do was get the tuners on there, clean it up, and then work on the headstock, pretty much that area. So we'll be putting a new nut on and the new tuners. So let's see here. Yes. There we go. Yep, these were my notes right here that I was going by. And here's my actually, this is my diagram for when we wire things together. So that'll be helpful. Just do a little recap. These were the tuners that came out. If you can see how just dirty and grimy, dingy they are. And when I tried to tune it up with everything that it came with, there were some of these were just not working right. They were maybe, I think one of them was not holding a tune. So I decided to, upgrade the whole thing. So when I, decided, okay, what tuners do I want? I gotta change these. I figured I'll get some Grovers. These are the ones that, we tried putting in the last time. And it looked like they were gonna work. But when I, when I tried, it just, they weren't all lining up. The pins, the tuner pins, no matter what you do, they just were not all gonna, fit in there, the right way, without having to re-drill holes, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not gonna try to get my money back, because you never know, I might wind up reusing them, or maybe if there's somebody out there that says, hey, would you want to sell them to me? It's like, yeah, sure, maybe, but who can tell? So when I figured out that those were not going to work, it's like, oh, damn, I was measuring the old tuners, measure, the spacing in between each pin, and from center to center on each one, and then measuring the holes. And it took me some time to try to get the right measurements. The measurement that I got for the mandolin tuners was 1 inch, or